now! 안녕하세요. 황정수 실리콘밸리 특파원입니다. 오늘은 캘리포니아주 산 라파엘에 있는 오토데스크 본사에 나와 있는데요. 오토데스크는 오토패드로 유명한 기업용 설계 소프트웨어 전문 업체입니다. 최근 클라우드 소프트웨어로 사업 영역을 확장하고 있고요. 현대차, 폭스바겐, 에어버스 같은 글로벌 기업들을 고객사로 두고 있어서 글로벌 산업 트렌드에 정통합니다. 오늘 앤드루 아나그노스트 오토데스크 CEO를 만나서 코로나19 이후의 경영 전략과 기업 산업 트렌드에 대해서 들어보겠습니다. 그리고 나스닥 상장사인 오토데스크의 투자 포인트에 대해서도 짚어보도록 하겠습니다.
A fairly small part of our business now. We serve three major sectors: manufacturing, architecture, engineering, construction, and media and entertainment. And in each one of these industries, we have older products that are very mature and that serve specific customer needs today. For instance, in manufacturing, we have a product called Inventor. And in AEC, we have a product called Revit, which are both 3D modeling products for building design and for manufacturing design. But in each one of these industries, we also have new cloud-based products that are becoming rapidly adopted. In manufacturing, our new cloud-based solution, which works with our existing solution Inventor, is called Fusion 360. And that's a completely cloud-native product that goes from design all the way through to manufacturing. In AEC, we recently acquired a product called SpaceMaker, which is a cloud-native product that's for conceptual design of buildings that was targeted at developers and now is moving towards providing conceptual design solutions for architects. Both of those products are completely cloud-native products built in the cloud, designed to work with data that lives in the cloud. Media and entertainment, the 3D modeling product that's used for special effects is a product called Maya. That's a product that's used for creating digital creatures, virtual worlds, and special effects. And the cloud-native product that we have is for production management. It's a product called ShotGrid, which allows people to use products, manage the creation of special effects in the cloud. Digital transformation has accelerated a lot during the pandemic. There's a couple of things that drove that, of course. It was the need for people to move to distributed work. It was also the realization that if they're moving to distributed work and they're not working in their office, they have to have their cloud data centralized somewhere, their data centralized somewhere. The cloud is the natural place to do that. There's really some bigger reasons why digitization is so important. And especially if we look at industries like construction, which are very early in their digital journey. One is digital processes are much more predictable. So if you're a company and you're trying to manage your bid process or your expenses, if you're digital, you can predict with much higher accuracy what it is going to cost to build a business or build a building or manufacture a product. Also, is we're able to manage and build things more sustainably through digital processes. If you're working in 3D with a digital system, you're able to predict what it's going to take to build the building, material selection-wise, configuration-wise, and you can build the building before you build it. And then what you can do is make sure that the exact information that you built in the computer goes out to the construction site as you designed it. So it creates less waste, you can create more efficient buildings, and you can actually select products assisted with the computer, and we can talk about that, about how the computer does that are more sustainable and that are better for the local environment and ultimately better for the planet. All of this, when you add it together, not only do you get more predictable and more sustainable solutions, but you can actually build more buildings or bigger or more effective buildings for less money. So digital processes are cheaper, they're more sustainable, and they're more predictable. It depends on what industry you're in. If you look at manufacturing, you could easily argue that manufacturing has had significant digital processes penetrating the industry across the world. It doesn't matter if you're in the US, Europe, or Asia. everybody has fairly significant digital processes in their manufacturing and their product engineering and their product design capabilities. They haven't adopted the cloud yet to the full degree, and cloud adoption is probably early all over the world. All right, in the US, in Europe, and in Asia, cloud adoption is still starting to rise. And the reason the cloud's important in manufacturing is that cloud allows you to manage the flow of data and information more tightly than you ever were able to before with, say, regular computer systems running PLM systems behind firewalls. So the cloud's super important, not only from data flow perspectives, but also from the ability to compute large amounts of data in the cloud and provide ideas back to the users. So manufacturing is advancing quite nicely. AEC, on the other hand, has a very low level of digital adoption, and this is true everywhere you go across the world. Even 3D models are not as highly adopted in AEC as they are in manufacturing. And when you move to construction, digital methods are very lightly penetrated in just about every country and everywhere things are built. Autodesk offers a wide variety of digital solutions. So first off, in manufacturing, I talked about Fusion 360 earlier. Fusion 360 is completely built on the cloud. It provides end-to-end design for manufacturing capability, all in the cloud. It includes cloud compute capabilities such as generative design, simulation in the cloud, all sorts of things that the cloud can deliver a lot faster than using people's desktop. In AEC, our main core solution for construction is what we call Autodesk Construction Cloud. And this is a cloud-native application that allows people to manage entire construction projects in the cloud, do pre-construction planning, connect directly back to design early in the process. So it connects into the Revit model in the cloud so that people can do design coordination early in the process, do pre-construction planning, do project management, and then do field execution, all in the cloud, all in a single database, all connected back to a building information model in the design cycle. Yeah, because a lot of our products are either cloud native or very tightly connected to the cloud, we can actually see how our customers are doing. So we watched during the pandemic what was happening to our customers, and the monthly active and daily active usage of our products went down throughout most of last year. But what we're seeing right now is we're seeing a consistent and sustained increase in monthly active usage and daily active usage of our products. In fact, now our products are being used at a rate that they were just before the pandemic. So we've actually returned to product usage levels that are above or at pre-pandemic levels. Our customers are actually getting back to work. And if you go and you talk to a lot of our customers, what you'll find is they've got lots of business. They're booking lots of business. They have lots of orders. There's lots of construction projects out there. If you're in the AEC business, there's lots of backlog in the manufacturing business. The biggest challenge our customers are facing right now are primarily related to supply chains, getting material deliveries, getting component deliveries. They have lots of orders. They have lots of business. They're back in business. Autodesk business is strong and it's continuing to strengthen. But what our customers need now is more people working and better supply chain throughput so that they can actually meet the demand they're getting from their customers. A lot of customers before the pandemic were very reluctant to use the cloud for collaborating on designs and developing designs. What they found when the pandemic started is they had no choice but to use the cloud to work on large designs. So for instance, in AEC, our customers found themselves using Revit models in the cloud to complete very complex design projects. What they discovered when they did that, they were able to collaborate better and move information more effectively than they ever were before. So these customers have learned a new way of working and they're not going back. They're going to continue to work that way. The same thing in manufacturing. Customers had to work remotely And what they needed was a system that allowed them to work remotely. And guess what? The cloud was what did that. So a lot of customers adopted Fusion 360 during the pandemic, and they're not going back because they found that they can collaborate more effectively. If we look forward about what all of this means for our customers, there's several big innovations that I think are going to be very important. The first one, over the next 5 years, as our customers move to the cloud and become more digital, they're not going to be using files anymore. They're going to be using cloud information models, digital representations of the data they're working on. And that means they'll be able to exchange data and use data faster and more fluidly than they've ever been before. So look for people to not mail around files anymore, but use really sophisticated cloud information models. The second thing you're going to see is that because of the power of cloud computing and the power of machine learning, the software is going to start providing insights and suggestions to the user about how they can make their designs better. So they're going to find themselves partnering with software more than they ever had before, not just to document a design, but to actually come up with better answers for how to design a building, how to design a product, how to design a road or a bridge. And that's very important. And in addition, because everything's digital, there's going to be a rapid connection between design, how you construct it, or how you manufacture it. So our users are going to be able to instantly know the cost or reliability impact of a design decision on how you actually make something. And it's going to be almost instantaneous, which is really something unique that they've never been able to do before. Understanding the impact of a design decision or a manufacturing decision or a construction decision on the overall design in real time has been impossible. But we're gonna reach that world over the next 5 years. Autodesk is very active in environmental, social, and governance issues on a broad level. One of the reasons we are is, personally, the company is just very passionate about this. We're very passionate about sustainable design. We're very passionate about the ability of our customers, every one of our customers, to actually make a meaningful impact on the environment, on social equity and social equality, and on how to create a better world. We actually believe our customers have a huge impact on multi-trillion-dollar industries in such a way that if we make them better, the world's going to be better. We really do believe this. So our focus on environmental and social issues is driven by our desire to create products that allow our customers to make better decisions, and also to create products that make it easy for humans and computers to work together in the age of automation. Because we believe that once everyone's data is up in the cloud, once we're applying cloud computing and machine learning to design problems, computers and humans are going to be working together to solve design problems in new ways. And that's going to result in buildings that use less material. It's going to result in buildings that use more sustainable materials. It's going to result in buildings that are more efficient, products that are more efficient. It's going to result in work that's safer. It's going to result in designs that are more customized for their application, that are better designs. So we believe the partnership between humans and computers is going to be good for society. And while we invest in our products, we also invest in our local communities to ensure that they're ready for this technological change, that we can make sure that not only are they excited about collaborating with computers to do things differently, but that the workforce of the future is got enough technical knowledge to be able to work effectively in this new world. So when I talk to investors about what's important about Autodesk and how Autodesk is growing, one of the things I tell people is, look, we're moving from being a design company to being a design and make company. And we're trying to converge the processes of designing and making things together so that in the cloud you can get instantaneous feedback between what it takes to design a building and construct a building, what it takes to engineer a product and manufacture that product, what it takes to create a special effects, and how you produce the entire film. And we can do all of that in real time with automation and insights that help our customers make better decisions. Cloud computing lets us do that. So if you look at the three big things that I talk to investment communities about, I talk about digitization and the acceleration of digitization. I talk about the convergence of industries, the convergence of design and make, the convergence of construction and manufacturing, where construction has to act much more like an industrial process in manufacturing. And I talk about the new ecosystem we're going to create with a new platform for design and making things. A cloud-based platform where everybody can participate in designing and making. Everybody can build applications. They can use our applications. They can integrate our applications. And really, honestly, create a more sustainable and equitable world. We really do believe that at Autodesk. And we believe technology can be a major part of that.